took me a long time. Some hard lessons to learn what I know about chasing redemption. I was a wanted man with a price on my head.
Hi, Charlie. Douglas from Singapore. How are you?
Hey, Douglas. How are you, my brother?
Let's talk about your new show. What attracted you most about playing Lin? Because he reminded me of the characters you played before in Lost City of Z, Triple Frontier, and even most recently, Papillon.
I suppose there were probably some similarities, some of it based in the character DNA, some of it based in the fact that it's the same actor playing those. It's going to be inevitable crossover here and there. My attraction to this was the source material. I'm an enormous fan of Greg David Roberts, the author, and, particularly this book. Initially was looking at this much more producerially. I wanted to be part of the creative team that was going to be responsible to bring this to screen. Me playing Lin was really second to that, although I was thrilled to have the opportunity to actually play him.
Look out! You're lucky I was here.
Maybe you're my guardian angel.
Definitely not. There's too much devil in me for that.
I suppose it's really all just in the novel. It's a wonderful, exciting, thrilling story filled with romance and friendship and betrayal and, underworld and God and everything in between. At the center of it really is the character's journey. It goes on a really, really remarkable journey through the novel, and hopefully if we're lucky enough to go back and do season 2 and 3 of the show, then we'll get to see that journey to its conclusion.
The adaptation has also gone through a remarkable journey. You started filming it in India, and because of COVID, you shot in Bangkok. So how surreal was that?
It wasn't as much surreal as it was very, very stressful. Like I said, it's one of my first professional paid gigs as a producer, and so we had to navigate all of these obstacles that relentlessly were put in our way, which is always to a certain degree the case with film, but it was exacerbated with this production because of COVID. It was very difficult to say goodbye to India because India is such a big character in the show and so vibrant and so difficult to recreate. But thankfully, we had Chris Kennedy, who's an extraordinary production designer, and an amazing team that managed to turn Thailand into India for us. Had I had my, druthers, we would have been shooting in India. Not to say I'm not very grateful for Thailand for opening their arms to us, but because India is such a big character in the show, it would have been lovely to actually shoot on location.
What brings you to Bombay, Lin?
Nothing. We all have secrets.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
In 2020, you went on Jimmy Fallon and you mentioned the series of health problems you went through in India. When you're shooting in Bangkok, in Thailand, what kind of health issues do you run into?
Thankfully in Bangkok, don't believe I ran into any significant problems. The first iteration, when we were in Bhopal in India, I had a lot of health issues all at the same time, and then on top of it, contracted dengue fever.
I hope you're feeling better now.
Well, I am, but now I'm prone to antibody enhancement syndrome. There's 4 strains of dengue. You can't contract the same strain twice, but you carry the antibodies. And if you contract a second of the strains, the antibodies from this first strain and the antibodies that your body creates for the second strain do not play well together. And that's when you can have a life-threatening result of that happening within your system. I have to be very careful now about traveling to anywhere that has dengue fever because it could kill me.
Well, thank you, Charlie. My time is up.
On that happy note, we'll conclude this interview.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank
Bye.
you, sir.